Hello, my friends. We will start with 7 mantra Om chanting. I hope you can see me and you can hear me. And my concern right now is uh, at my house, our house in the village. There is no electricity in the whole village, so there is no Wi-Fi. So I had to go and search for another place to give a live using my mobile connection, which doesn't work at my house. Right? If there is less connection. So I went to search for a place where I could use my mobile connection and give the class, and I set myself into a nice place by the river, a beautiful scenery, and then it was like 10 or 15 minutes ago, and then it started to rain and I quite a lot, and I had to go and search for another place, and I got myself here into this kind of shelter. Looks like it stopped raining, but I'm already here. And I wonder, can you hear me well? Can you see me well? Is my internet good enough so that you can uh, see this? So please comment something. All right. So today we will continue with our practice. We will continue with the Muladhara chakra, and we will also practice some, let's see, third eye, because what we will do today, we will do some chanting of two mantras, which I have been doing myself the last few days, and I said, why I don't practice it with you, my friends. Bija Mantras. One is Om, the one you already know. We have corresponding to our chakras. It is the Ajna chakra. It is the one in the head, your pineal gland. Or it's okay. So it is Ajna, or it is also used Om chant also to open or to work with Sahasrara, which is the seventh. Yogic schools, uh, Ajna chakra, the Bija mantra of it, or the sound is actually ksham, ksham. So in different schools, in different yogic traditions, there may be some differences, but the basics is the same. And and therefore, yes, we will do the Om mantra while concentrating in our head. And also, we are going to do Lam mantra. Lam. Do you remember our last class where we have learned about Muladhara chakra and the ways to activate Muladhara chakra? And one of those is chanting mantra, Bija mantra of Muladhara chakra, and this mantra is Lam, Lam, Lam. So this is basically what we are going to do today. So that I know. And spine straight. If you are sitting cross-legged, great. And if you are sitting like I'm sitting in Ardh-Siddhasana, where one of your heels is touching your first chakra, your Muladhara chakra, your heel of one of your legs, it is my left one right now, but you can use whichever one. The heel is touching the perineum, and therefore this activates Muladhara chakra. And since we are going to practice Muladhara chakra, we can this position is very beneficial. This position, Ardha-Siddhasana, is very beneficial if you are flexible enough to be sitting like this. If not, just sit any way you can, but it is important to have your back straight. It would be best if you have your back straight, the hands upward, Jnani Mudra, your tip of the tongue at the upper palate of the roof of the mouth, and observe yourself. We are starting with meditation. Observe yourself how you feel. Observe now your body. How is the body feeling? How vibrant the body feels. Now, let's observe our breathing. So, how are you breathing? Obviously, breathing through the nose, we already know this. But is your breathing easy and pleasant, effortless? Or is it somewhat more tailored and maybe tired? Simply observe. Observe how your body is breathing. Is it your abdomen? Is it your chest? Is it full yogic breathing or a part of it? Maintain the spine straight. You can even elongate it even more, trying to be taller. Let's start with abdominal. The point here, the key point here is be aware. Be aware of this abdominal breathing. It may be easy, but the issue is be aware. Be aware of your diaphragmatic breathing. Exhale. Inhale belly. Exhale. Exhale chest. Exhale straight. Inhale belly. Inhale belly. Inhale chest. Chest. Exhale chest. Breathing this way, full yogic breathing. And this type of breathing, you continue full yogic breathing. This breathing you can also employ and use when chanting mantras, such as what we are going to do very soon, chanting Om and Lam mantras. So, how I use full yogic breathing during mantras is basically this is the way to inhale. You inhale fully or kind of more fully in the sequence of full yogic breath, and you have more power, more lungs, more capacity to chant your mantra or chant it longer. And therefore, then with your lungs full, you go on chanting until you empty your lungs completely. And again, as you are exhaling, although you are exhaling through your mouth because you are chanting, but at the same time, your exhalation in your body goes like this, your chest, and then your belly goes in. Full yogic breathing is an incredible, I wanted to say asset to have, an incredible technique to know and to practice, and have this capacity to, for this power that full yogic breathing also brings. So continue full yogic breathing with spine straight. And again, when you're inhaling in your belly, it doesn't just protrude forward. You imagine that you are inhaling backwards into your lower back as well. And when you continue inhaling into your chest, you imagine that you are not inhaling just forward, but also sideways. Sideways, your ribcage stretches sideways and also backwards to fill in even more air. So you are training your lungs to be even more efficient. If you want to move this full yogic breathing to another level. So we will soon start with the chant. If you get tired, you don't need to continue. And if you can't chant, or if you get tired, you can simply listen, and you can also imagine it in your mind, hearing those chants that we are going to do, Om and Lam. And to put it and make it even more sophisticated, what we are going to do, since we are already practicing Mula Bandha, pelvic floor lock, we are going to empower these mantras that we are chanting. So basically, what we are going to do is we are going to practice Mula Bandha, and you can start now performing Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is the practice to activate the Muladhara chakra, the same way as Lam Bija Mantra as a mantra is also useful to working and, let's say, activating your Muladhara chakra. So chanting Lam, and we can do this actually now. Let's do this. Let's do this a few times. Concentrating your attention in your Muladhara chakra, performing Mula Bandha. Performing Mula Bandha squeeze, you can have it continuous, like 10% or 20% of its full, let's say 100% capacity. Or you can make shorter squeezes, pump your Mula Bandha, but more intense, but more intense contractions in your Muladhara chakra. while at the same time chanting mantra Lam, or imagining it in your body, in your Muladhara chakra. This is where your attention is. Continue chanting, continue performing this practice on its different levels. We are actually doing many different things, working on Muladhara chakra by having our attention at Muladhara chakra, which activates. At the same time, we are performing Mula Bandha, which is a powerful practice. Oh yes, powerful practice for Muladhara chakra. And we are also chanting Lam mantra. So we are doing doing a very good work. Let's continue. Spine straight. Continue chanting, spine straight, attention in Muladhara chakra, performing Mula Bandha. One more. Maintain your spine straight. Come back to normal breathing. Observe yourself, how you feel. How you feel your body, how you feel your energy body. How is your breathing after chanting? How is your breathing now after chanting? Does chanting make your breathing more calm, more peaceful, more effortless? Chanting, such as chanting this Lama mantra, is in itself a pranayama exercise, you can say. It is a controlled way of breathing. Observe the effects in you that are or would be associated with Muladhara chakra. This is what we have been working on, and this is what you are probably feeling right now. A feeling of more grounded, more stable. Now we will continue into Om, into the dimension of higher centers, into the dimension of, we will concentrate it in the Ajna chakra, into the third eye. So basically, to make it simple, now our concentration will be in the middle of our head, in our brain, the center of the brain. This is where the pituitary gland is located. This is where the Ajna chakra is. So attention in the middle of the head, and at the same time we will be chanting mantra Om, which is a mantra for this particular chakra, or one possible mantra for this particular chakra of Ajna, the third eye, Om. And as I say, even though I say Om, mantra Om, but usually you chant it Aum, Aum, A, U, A very also interesting thing to add to this is if you still feel able to continue with Mula Bandha practice, with a pelvic floor contraction, then you may remember that when you squeeze your pelvic floor, when you perform Mula Bandha, it actually activates your Ajna chakra, it actually activates your brain. You can try it again now to check it out. Squeeze your Mula Bandha and feel your head, feel your brain, and you will feel that as you pump or as you squeeze your Mula Bandha, those muscles of your pelvic floor. At the same time, there is a feeling in the middle of the brain, such as kind of pulsation happening. So by doing Mula Bandha, you can find the actual location of your Ajna chakra, which is which is very interesting. So if you want to make this practice of Om chanting and concentrating on this third eye more powerful, you can also perform Mula Bandha, pelvic floor contractions, making those contractions result in this clicking in your Ajna chakra. So now we will be chanting mantra Aum, and again, let's start. Continue chanting, spine straight, attention in the middle of your head, your brain. This is where you feel that pulsation resulting from your Mula Bandha squeeze. This is where you place your attention, and this is where you place your Om mantra. This is where you vibrate. Continue chanting with your spine straight, elongated your attention into your Ajna chakra, performing Mula Bandha, feeling that pulsation, that clicking in the Ajna chakra, and sending the mantra Om in that very same location. Doing it all at once is a sophisticated practice, but that's one very good practice you can already do, and this is what you are already doing. You can come back to normal breathing and again observe. Observe yourself and what has this mantra Om and this concentration on Ajna chakra has done to you. How do you feel impacted? How has it affected you? Maybe you feel more opened, maybe you feel more clarity. Observe. How do you feel right now? Also aware of the physical body. How is the physical body? Maybe your body is kind of hurting because you've been sitting for a long time without many other movements. Observe that as well. Observe your pain. Let's continue a little bit more. This time I would like to unite this Lam and this Om into a more dynamic practice. So we will chant Lam and then the next we will chant Om, the next Lam and then the Om. The same way with our attention to Muladhara chakra at the base of the spine, and then with Om, Ajna chakra, the brain. And if you still can do the squeezing of Mula Bandha, you can continue also with the squeezing to empower this practice more. Spine straight. Let's go. La. La. Come back to normal breathing, aware of yourself. We will continue into meditation. If you want, you can lay down into Shavasana pose, or if you want, you can continue sitting. Observe yourself. What has these practices done to you? Working on Muladhara chakra and on Ajna, third eye chakra, in one session. How did this work affect you? Can you see, feel something? How is it? Do you feel more activated in some ways, but at the same time more grounded in some? Does have some power. Has a lot of power. Do you feel more aware with your Ajna, third eye, in the way you perceive your experience? How do you perceive the present moment? Life itself. Can you feel life itself? Now, this is a very deep meditation. Feel what is life. And then come back to the feeling of the presence of yourself. Feel the presence of yourself. How it feels to be yourself. Within yourself, in your mind, you can ask yourself the question, who am I? Who am I? Is on repeating in your mind, who am I? And try to follow that question and feel, who am I? Who am I beyond my body? Who was I before my body was born? Or before my body, this body was born? Connecting with yourself, coming back to yourself, reclaiming that sovereignty or attention. You can volunteer in this crazy world, in this crazy life. At any time, you have the right to remember yourself, to feel the presence of yourself. And this will make you come back to ground yourself. And this will also empower you to continue with your daily activities in different ways. Feeling the presence of your own self. Our practice, our class is slowly up, but at any time throughout your day and throughout your life, remember. Okay, my friends, I hope the video and the audio quality was good. As I'm saying, the internet connection was failing me today, or maybe not. Let's see how this mobile internet connection that I have has worked today. And we will end our practice with chanting Om again. This time, since we have already chanted for many times, this time we will chant 3 times and then we will end for today. All the best to you, my dear friends.